So as someone who travels, recently I've been traveling every week, but I travel more than every other week over the course of a year. And it's just something I'm experiencing steadily more of, is that my biometrics, whether it's my scan of my eyes, my handprint, my facial scan, whatever it is, they're all becoming more of what I experience as I travel. I'm a subscriber of the Clear service, which gets you through, in theory, expedited security lines, and it does a scan of my eyes. Used to do hand, but now much more my eyes. When I get up to, if I do traditional security in most airports now, it's taking a picture of my face and identifying me, then knows who I am, checks that I have a valid reservation that day, and sends me through. Other airports, you put in your driver's license, it's scanning that. And there's all kinds of new stuff happening where you're not even going to interact with a human through a lot of the process. And do you know that the TSA is coming close to launching for people that are pre-check in some airports, where you don't stand in line waiting to go through, you biometrically enter, and you are your own TSA agent. You put your own stuff out, it is scanned digitally, and you will go through security. And I'm a member of another program called Global Entry. And recently coming back into Los Angeles from overseas, I entered the country digitally. I entered an area, looked at a screen, it took an image of me and told me to proceed. I was in Australia beginning of this year. Lucky me. What a great place. I entered Australia digitally. You have to come to Australia, you have to have an app from the Australian government. You register with them. They have your digital image. They've got your passport information, all that. And so you go to this machine and it scans you in, and these doors open up, and welcome to Australia. There are many other countries doing this as well, where you enter digitally, and not people, members of any kind of special program. That's how it's going to happen. So all this speeds things up. Also in Los Angeles, I was at a Delta gate where instead of gate agents boarding the aircraft, you went up to a machine when your boarding group was called. And if you were really supposed to be up there because you were in that boarding group, it would scan you, and then the gates open, you go on the plane. So that you get it. This is what's happening. My thing is, as someone who travels all the time, I love the convenience. But who's getting all this information? What kind of database are people able to build on me? And why are there no rules on when that stuff is thrown away? Who's going to have access to it? What happens to us having autonomy and privacy? And so that is something that is to be considered. Krista's a member of a Delta Airlines program that's called, what do they call that thing where you go?
Digital ID.
So is it your face or is it your handprint?
It's your face, I think.
So you just walk up without a human and you just go through this thing.
Yeah. And the Clear, they do your eyes, and I mean, it's over.
Well, you have actually been worried about this since you saw a movie
Minority Report
when you were a child.
I wasn't a child, but Minority Report came out a long time ago, and it has been eerily accurate.
So you just say like, well, at this point?
I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, I don't do everything, but there's certain things that they've got your information, and, hopefully trusted companies won't have any breaches, but who knows what'll happen in the future. I don't know.
But see, that's why I think there should be, because of the what ifs, there should be a clear federal law how this information can be used and how it can't be used. Because right now, it's a big question mark what happens with all of it. And, I know there are people who say, well, the only people who should worry are people who've done something wrong. But life doesn't always work that way.
Yeah, in Minority Report, they were buying eyeballs on the black market and like having surgery to I don't think you can really do that, but to replace your eyes so that it would recognize you as somebody else.